Wolverine Logan slumps on cabin steps in British Columbia. His claws are stretched, his garments ragged, and his body bleeding. The blood pools at his feet. Bullet shells surround him. He stares up at clouds. Gunfire and blood scent the air. Silence only. His hand pain. Logan stands up and lumbers away from the half-destroyed cabin, lowering his head and approaching the dense woodland filled with military corpses. "Sounds like you didn't locate me, that miracle." Logan tells Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, in the Fantastic Four's New York City Baxter building. Reed writes on Wolverine's head x-ray that they wouldn't call them miracles if they were easy. God help you with a serious concussion. Normally, a little skull part is removed to ease pressure. But this adamantium... Reed's voice lapses as Logan vows to watch. Logan then asks Reed to organize. Reed touches the back of Logan's neck before telling him he's lost his healing factor, although Logan's entire body depends on his capacity to quickly heal from almost any trauma. "You could..." Reed notes. Reed shows an x-ray and says Logan still has strength and speed, which is great since he can move with all that metal. But that's the only positive news. Reed says decades of exposure make Wolverine's bones moderately radioactive. "Have you told me you were in Nagasaki?" Reed asks. Logan frowns at the explosion. "Yes. Well, you've got heavy metal leukemia." Reed warns Logan that if he doesn't get endocarditis from the bacteria he claws into himself, he will. Logan says he's seen Tony Stark and Hank McCoy, but Reed proposes talking to them. "Stretch, my last genius." "No offense," Logan adds. "None taken. We never been close." Reed says he wants Logan to live. "Logan, you matter. The world needs your life achievements." Reed thinks he can revive Logan's healing factor with time. "Your fight must end." Hideaway Logan is directed by Reed. Logan rubs his wrists. This is the issue. Word will spread. Unsure how or who, but it will. After that, they'll hunt. Open season. Reed thinks Logan doesn't need to invite. "Logan, please no claws for God." Logan's bloody claws fall into his hand. His mouth twitches. He thinks, hands, as he departs the bush for a small beach village. He recalls entering Eric's pub years ago. "Hey Logan, time since you visited." Man behind bar asks, "Want one?" Wolverine senses stink and foul drink while bar patrons chat. "Sure, give me the bottle, no glass, 2 clean sack towels, and your phone." The bartender replies, "That's a nice afternoon," Logan says. The bar's TV newsreader says, "The missing plane with the French Olympians is the latest in a string of high-profile athlete disappearances." Wolverine smells rotgut while pouring alcohol on a handkerchief. Logan reclines with the cloth about his hands and answers the phone. "Logan, I was thinking about you, God. Phone calls are audible." "Yeah?" Logan asks. "Yeah. You know Battlestar? Phone caller queries?" "Captain Battlestar?" Logan asks. "Yeah. They stole the shield. Made of adamant." "Made me think of you, Logan." Logan looks at the bottle of alcohol and tells his caller he's unrelated. Logan adds, "Just because it's adamantium." "Yes, I know. Logan, people thinking of you is fine. Being cared for is fine. The person on the other end is glad he called because no one has heard from him in ages. Are you fine? They ask where you are. Am fine. Just needed a pleasant voice," Logan says before halting. The speaker hangs up when the caller replies, "Well, sure, but..." Logan requests a road glass from the bartender. "And I need one more favor," Logan says. "What's that?" says the bartender. "Some may look for me. This is presumably their first stop." Logan explains. "Friends?" Bartender asks. Logan says, "Probably not," before exiting the bar. As the pub is nearly empty, the bartender hears, "Hello there. Please, 4 beers. Want anything in particular?" the bartender asks. "No matter, as long as it's American." A muscular American flag-wearing man smiles. 3 bored army men accompany him. The bartender brings a shotgun from under the bar and 4 beers, saying, "Pretty confident I got something down here." The bartender asks, "Is Remington an American brand, isn't it? Do not need that." Huge Man responds, "Hope so, mate." The bartender charges 16 for beer. Ha! Workplace capitalism. I love it. He leaves a $100 bill on the bar. There, Nuke calls himself good old USA Moolah. He said 16. "The rest for what?" asks the bartender. Nuke breaks shotgun and says, "For this." He leans into the bartender and says they're looking for Logan, a short, violent bitch. "We know he was in this town and this is his kind of place," Nuke continues, suggesting the bartender saw him. "Yes, I saw him. His gone." "He said you'd come," says the bartender. "Honestly, friend, you're running late. Don't care. He add anything else?" Nuke asks. "You really like touching other men's guns, don't you?" the bartender asks Nuke, who still holds the gun. Nuke frowns and asks the bartender, "I'll ask again before I start taking fingers." "What said Logan?" "Nuke wants." The bartender responds, "He just left this," putting a map on the bar with a Logan note that says, "Come on then, you cowards," with a red X. Soon, Nuke's friend asks, "You see anything?" as he stands on a boat and looks through high-tech binoculars at the X-marked island on the map. "No," Nuke replies and sends his companion to investigate the jetty boat with the Arab. Man says, "Check the..." "Come on, Nuka." "Yes, Henry, check the boat. Spencer and Hines cover you here. Both ex-Delta snipers. No worries." Nuke assures Henry, "Now, do you want to get in the damn rib, or do you want me to throw you overboard so you can swim?" "Do it anyway." Henry parks the Arab at the jetty. "Don't see anything, Nuke," he says via communicator as he boards the boat. Henry says, "Everything seems quick," before the boat explodes. "Yes, well, send one guy to check the boat," Nuke grumbles as their boat rocks. "He's here. He's outside." Nuke notifies Spencer, Hines. Nuke says, "Of all the..." before jumping off the boat. "I know him, boys. Automatically. Get to shore or die," calls Nuke. The trio swims for shore when one is pulled under and the water turns red. Nuke watches his third friend die. Nuke says, "Oh, you're pretty good, Logan." The beach. "That worked." Nuke shouts, "Oh no!" as soldiers, ninjas, AIM operatives, and other warriors cover the beach. Nuke is shadowy, hands and knees. "Half of those guys fought for me. The majority fought rather than spoke," Wolverine explains. Logan smells beer, dome wax, and friend food as Nuke glances back. "Not me, Logan. You know me. Always up for chatting." Logan tenses and says, "Uh-huh," to Nuke. "You signed this contract? You ordered death?" Nuke denies it and is just surviving. He lunges and grabs Wolverine's throat. Logan's pain is everywhere as Nuke twists and throws him, crashing on a rock with a loud crack. Nuke lumbers to Logan. "It's not my contract, but I'll take you in." Huge payday. He said it was the biggest bounty. Logan learns from Nuke that international conversation is about it. "But I know you." Good old Nuke. Nuke claims it's the American dream. One big score, and he's knee-deep in candy and cat until his grave. Logan? "Brother, that hit was nothing. Not yours." Logan remains where he hit the rock as Nuke calls out. Nuke pauses and asks, "You think Al Nuke is stupid? I know you. That claw will be in my face when you return." Nuke calls Logan a hairy midget. "If you die, I'll be damned." "You're not faking?" "I hate it." Logan, faking. Shoots Nuke. Logan struggles to stand. No. Also, we're not done. Not yet. There are more questions. Logan utters, "Hold that talk." Nuke smiles as Logan advises him, but the X-Man hits his head, drawing blood. Logan then cracks their heads, staining Nuke's face with American flag blood. Nuke is upset. Another skull fall, more blood, and his flesh is peeled away, showing his cyborg face. My ass, America's dream. "This is Canada," Logan snaps. He asks Nuke, who gave the contract, who wants him dead despite his headache. Nuke says the deal only pays if Wolverine is alive. Capture, not kill. You walk and talk cash, but the bounty declines with time. Nuke calls it a race. Logan pauses. "They'll come." He says, "Anywhere I go." Guys like you who hurt, die, and ignore obstacles. Logan grabs Nuke's throat and tells him to do two things to survive. "What?" Nuke asks. Spread the word first. Tell every thrill killer I'm no prize. After me, you die. Kill anyone trying to reach me. Perish. Logan claims Nuke is his last departure. Make sure they understand. All of them, Logan says. Tell me now, before announcing the second thing. Who? He asks. Nuke says Madripoor won the contract. Who? Logan roars. Lady running Poison City, only needs Wolverine, owns everything. Know her name. Green Queen. Nuke appears. Logan's unhappy because Viper knows. Viper reclines on a large throne-like chair with a lengthy chain to Sabretooth's collar in Madripoor. As Logan faces a new, formidable enemy, the stakes have never been higher. Stay tuned to find out if the Wolverine can outwit the Green Queen. Don't forget to like and subscribe.